Hi guys, so as you can see I came up with brand new animation. This time there is no photo references, no real places, just pure imagination. And in fact it's mostly 3D, like both the character and the background is mostly 3D. There are some uh, additional grease pencil line art, but like there is not a lot of grease pencil in this one. There is some, and I will tell you about it in a minute. But before that, I want to show you one thing. What's kind of special about this one? Actually, maybe let's turn off uh, the real-time compositor and let's check out how the scene looks without any additional textures and everything. So basically we've got a little camera movement here and a little cubic, I don't know, like robot or something like that jumping around. And the thing is that this composition, this artwork was created. It was based on a sketch. So let me show you the sketch. It looked more or less like this. If I turn off all the 3D parts, it looks like this, and it was like the initial point for creating this background. So it's completely flat, as you can see, and it was made like with a little help of my 3D grid, like 3D grease pencil grid, like guides, whatever you want to call it. And by having this 2D sketch, I started to place like the 3D objects. And as you can see, not everything here has actual sense, but I mean, like this building is kind of tilted, but the idea was like to make something which would like look good from the point of view of the camera. And I mean, come on, it's not really realistic type of animation, so you can play around, right? Okay, so like we've got like the 3D base, right? Like really very simple meshes, pretty basic stuff. Those bushes or foliage was mm, actually made with sculpting tools, with Dynatopo. So as you can see, like the mesh is pretty morbid, but well, it works. So and it's freaking fast, like to work with Dynatopo. Uh, as I told before, there is some additional line art here and there to make it more appealing. I really like a little bit of line art in such a scene. So not very much. I mean, because I could easily use the freestyle or grease pencil, like to make all the outlines and everything, but that wasn't the point. I needed like this 3D look, but with some additional hand-drawn artwork. Okay, as for 2D animated stuff, like basically there are like only three things here, as far as I remember. So the first one is like this smoke in here, um, yeah, and this is like only an object nested somewhere here. Like the origin point is here, so I could easily, from the point of view of camera, I could easily just make frame by frame smoke with couple of layers. And the second thing is the robots or the main character's eyes, which were actually made in one of my previous videos. I reused the character and I reused the animation of the eye, and the final part was this beating heart, which is parented, which is actually also a grease pencil object, which is parented to the armature. Probably, if I will turn on the deformation bones, I could show you. Uh, yeah, I mean, yeah. So this heart is actually parented to this bone, so I believe it's like uh, spine bone number 4, something like that in Rigify rig. Yeah, and that's all. Like all the rest, like all the character animation is made exclusively like as a 3D mesh, so run by Rigify rig, and finally there is like an animated texture on top added in compositor. Like the node tree is not really complicated, so it's like just a mix node, and there is like a image sequence of which I created in Blender as well. That's funny. So there is some grain on top everything, and like I enabled the real-time compositor to be visible in the viewport, and yeah, that's more or less all about it. So if you want to know a little bit more about the process of animation, like the 3D animation, or maybe about the process of 2D animation, or maybe about the process of putting all those little lines all over the place, just let me know, because I want to spend a little bit more time in this so-called cube country and to mess around with this little yellow robot with a beating heart. Okay, goodbye.